responsability? Con ella? Was it with her? No, she was throwing it out, right? What she said, and I'm going to translate, was, hey, in that case, it's not our fault. It's that that teacher or that professor doesn't know how to teach well. Where is the responsibility? Is she taking responsibility for her own learning? Now what, just by chance, what if I happen to be that teacher? And I was in the stall right next to her. She's yelling that out. You see, we practice celibacy so we don't open ourselves up. With our words, we practice celibacy. Then we go back to saying the truth. Then we go back to Satya. You do not say something if it's going to hurt somebody else. Right? You only speak the truth as long as it doesn't hurt somebody else. What do you do if that truth you know is going to hurt somebody else? What do you do? Who knows? Huh? You don't say anything, right? You don't say anything. If you can't say something nice, you don't say anything. That's practicing celibacy. Celibacy of my words. Honoring brahmacharya. Honoring ourselves. Because we got to remember that we're energetic beings, and that what we put out is going to come back to us. Right? The first step in any, whether it's success, whether it's financial success, whether it's career success, whether it's, relationship success, whatever it is to be aware of who we are here first. Yeah? And to take responsibility for who we are. Otherwise, that cannot begin to happen. The awareness is the key in your healing first. That make sense? Does anybody have anything to add? Clarification? Examples? Sharing? Yeah? No? You guys, now is not the time to practice celibacy. So how do you think that's going to look like? What do you think that's going to look like on our mat? What do you think brahmacharya is going to look like on our mat? You're the perfect example. What do you think that's going to look like on your mat? Right now, what are you doing because of your state of being? What do you got to do?
Oh, I have to take care of myself more.
And when you say yourself, take care of yourself, what are you talking about? Mental, physical, emotional, spiritual?
In every sense of the word, everything, emotional, physical, healthy, food, everything.
Okay. And if you don't, what can happen?
It could affect not only myself, but also the baby.
Right? So she's got a baby in here that reminds her, that kicks her every time she does something wrong or whatever. Right? She's got a baby in there. We've got to pretend we've got a baby in here. And we've got to be aware of that baby, because that baby is going to come out, whether it comes out as our words, our actions, our feelings, it's being molded out there. But she's got something physical, something very physical that could be affected. Right? So today on our mat, the way that's going to play out is this. We're going to be beginning to learn to be aware by doing some partner yoga. Okay, we're going to do some partner yoga. And that's going to be very different. And I want you to become aware. And I want you to be careful, because what's going to happen is you're going to feel very different. And see how you beat yourself up. Right? See, what are the feelings? What are your resistances? Some of you are going to feel it in your body. You're going to resist doing that. Right? So I want you to be open and aware of all of what's going to happen, right?
Do you have any techniques?
Huh?
Any, like, and I'm not talking about doing partner yoga, but just in general to kind of get there. I like with her situation in her pregnancy, it saddens me because the times that I've quit smoking have only been while I've been pregnant. And you would think that I could like love myself just that, but obviously my child, you know, like kicking me constantly, you know, like, oh, I shouldn't smoke, I shouldn't have soda. Those are like the only times that I can say that throughout, like I've been more aware, but it wasn't so much for me. What are some of the techniques that you would suggest doing to be able to kind of, I'm good with some, but I'm you know, I have told you about my smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the chocolates, oh yeah, no, it can't be, I will eat the whole thing, you know? What are some of the techniques?
So awareness is the first step, awareness. What's happening in my internal terrain, like I put up there? What's happening in here to make me want to do that? Because what happens is right now, the cigarettes, this, you're doing it sort of unconsciously. It's become a habit. And that's how habits are born, because we have done it consciously for a while, and then after 40 days, it now becomes an unconscious thing. It just becomes, we do it by rote, right? Just like your ABCs. How long did it take you to learn your ABCs practicing every day? About 30 days, and some of us longer, right? But now it's just easy. Say your ABCs, A, B, C, D, you know, and we say it. So that's the type of people we are. So then what we need to do is be aware, if this is not something that I want in my life, awareness. What is happening? What am I feeling? What am I saying to myself? What am I being that's causing me to do that?
Yeah, so maybe like write it all. I saw that in chapter 2.
Right.
So probably writing it down and keep reminding. Maybe writing it down in paper like it was a baby kicking you, like, hey.
Yeah.
No.
Or let's go now into the 21st century. Don't you guys on your smartphone have voice memos? Voice memos. I use those all the time. The voice memo, and then play it back and listen to yourself. It's the most powerful thing you can do.
Well, yeah. I used to do that with presentations.
Well, now do it for your own benefit, right?
That's a really good tip. I'm gonna. I didn't wanna.
So let's practice that today, and let's see how aware we can do, okay? Let's get on our mat.